Okay, I have an idea of using my classic Nintendo controller to play NES emulator games on my PC. I have a console, but using the console is, well, A, it doesn't look very good on a big screen, newer TV, and B, I don't have a lot of games for it, so I thought, well, it'd be really fun to play NES games on my computer, but I don't like using a keyboard, and I'm not really a big fan of the third-party controllers you can buy, so I thought, well, I wonder if I can take a regular controller and make it work with my computer. So what I did is I connected a controller to an Arduino board. I found some stuff online that kind of showed what the pinouts and stuff were, which was really helpful, so I didn't have to try and figure that out on my own. And I was able to write some code on my Arduino that basically takes, you'll see here, as I push buttons on the controller, it kind of reads out what I'm pushing. So using that, I was able, I took Java, I wrote a driver for it in Java using Eclipse, and that driver takes the serial input, the serial input, and then just sort of maps it to a COM port in the computer. So that allows me to take the input from the controller and basically use it in any application I have on my PC. So here's the app that I wrote. It's called NES Controller. It's a Java app. When I launch it, the controller becomes, well, anything in my computer. So, for example, let me open up a Word document. I should have had one open, but I didn't. So now I can, well, that's not going to work. Here. When I highlight something and I use my controller, I can move through my apps. The controller is basically controlling the up, down, left, right stuff. So then I can launch an NES emulator, which I happen to have right here. I mapped it to my controller, so you hit setup, and then on my controller I can hit left, right, up, down, select, start, B, A, and then I'm not going to do turbo, so we'll just cancel those. And then when I launch a game, open, I happen to have Super Mario Brothers right here, and you can use the controller to, there you go. There you go, it's working just fine. So, and that's taking input from, like I said, the Arduino. Oh, I'm going to die there. So it's running through here, going through this, which is processing the input, sending it to the computer via USB, and then the Java driver is reading it and sending it to the game. My next step is going to be to design my own hardware. I could use the Arduino and just sort of repackage it, but it's really overkill for what I'm trying to do, so I will design my own board with a USB controller in it and a small microcontroller to take the input from here. I'll make my own connector so that I can just plug it in. I'll have a little box that you can take your controller, plug it into the box, and then plug that box into your PC and have a fully working NES controller on your computer using Arduino, the Arduino IDE sketch software, and Java. And that's my deal. See how well I can play this one-handed. Oh, apparently not very well.